Allow the children to attend the budget. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego politico, my ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego die the politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My egun don't come.
Hello there.
Ayégun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo. Ayégun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó lódodo. Ayégun ti dé ọ̀rẹ́ lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Ṣé lọ ní Máyégún dá wa sí? Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Welcome back. If you have been with me earlier today, but if this is the first time you are joining us today, then good morning to you. Good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún Live. Everywhere don't scatter. It is building up. The revolution you have been longing for may rightly be upon us, unexpected and maybe even unprepared. It is pretty much like Tinubu is telling Nigerians, do you want a revolution? Then you can have it. Today, Tinubu has summoned the National Security Meeting. He called on the Chief of Defense Staff and all the service chiefs as the End Bad Governance End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest entered its 5th day. Tinubu has lost control of almost the entire northern part of Nigeria. It is turning violence as the police has already killed over 43 people. Right now, everyone is pretty much obvious now that Tinubu has no plan or any plan to look into your demand. So since he has no plan to look into your demand, he is about to give the military the go-ahead to begin to even slaughter more. It has started today, by the way. Gracious goodness to those of you who are standing in front of their barrels. Here lies your freedom. Face your fear. Thank you, Motide. So good morning to you once again, and good afternoon to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun Live. Today is the 5th day of the first 10 days of rage declared on the establishment in Nigeria, where the impoverished Nigerians in their millions, especially the young people, the real victim of a failed government and failed country. Whenever Nigeria pops up on that your timeline, and they are talking about the poverty capital of the world, they are talking about tens of millions of children who are born into poverty and even, drenched and no opportunity or chance that they will come out of that poverty. Politicians in Nigeria and maybe so many other parts of Africa, they have been taking the people for granted for so long enough that they have seen whatever they do, if they manage to do anything that is pro-people, it is considered a privilege. They are now, they are seeing the people more or less like they are slaves, people that are stupid, who don't even understand what they want, except whatever the ruling class says they want. They plunged generations into perpetual poverty. They plunged even generations yet unborn into the perpetuity of indebtedness. They are going to be born in poverty. Majority of us who are like alive now, if this guys continue, we would die in poverty. And guess what? There are more like 3 to 4 generations after us. They will be born into poverty. They will die in poverty because of the greed of this few. The demand of the protesters in Nigeria, which has been mostly peaceful, except when the Nigerian police, Nigerian military unleash violence on these peaceful protesters. In areas where the number is not really that massive, the police have been relatively peaceful with them, believing that they could pump on them anytime they are given the order. So last night, Tinubu tested his supposed presidential power. He has none, except for the criminals, including the institutions he's managed to bribe. He has compromised all the institutions in Nigeria to the point that the judiciary is working against the people. The police is working against the people. The military is working against the people. The politicians are working against the people. Every institution that could have even performed checks and balances like the National Assembly, they are all there, all together. Then you also see other bigger bodies that could have also used their influence if they team together to challenge these guys, the religious body. They too, they are working against the people. So it's pretty much like the people against the institutions. The institution of oppression, suppression, corruption. The one that they have actually make you to normalize. It's okay. And that is why, after plunging Nigeria into economic ruin, they started sharing rice, sharing money. They don't even have a clue of how to get you out of this mess. Some are even telling you to go and pray. Some of them are telling you to go and seek forgiveness from Allah. On top economic ruin that you are watching them plunder your commonwealth, your own common patrimony. They are wasting this money. If there is no money that you have to suffer, how come they have to live lavishly? That's a question that they will tell you. It's only when they live better, when they live lavishly, that they can do their job. But yet, even when they live lavishly, they still have nothing left to care for you. So they blackmailed you, they threatened you. And their usual line is this: we are just going to waste you and nothing is going to happen. Because they have done it many times. They will release their military on you, their police on you, their DSS on you. They will harass you, assault you, intimidate you, in fact, kill you. And nothing will happen. To them, they will say they are defending the integrity of Nigeria. But have you not noticed? This is the Nigeria that is now controlled. Half of it controlled by terrorists. In Nigeria, these criminals, they told you, this is also part of the problem. Oh. Nigeria has been suffering from terrorism sponsored by political class for power. Now they use these terrorists, they have no plan for them. Then the terrorists, face the people, unleash terror on the people, instead of these criminals who harmed these terrorists against their country and the people. Instead of them to clamp down on these terrorists, they said they were repentant terrorists. Baba, repentant terrorist the only repentant terrorist is a dead terrorist. But in Nigeria, they said these terrorists that killed tens of thousands of people, destroyed the livelihood of many, and displaced tens of millions of Nigerians from their homes. They said they swore by Holy Quran. Because they swore by Holy Quran that they won't go back to terrorism, Nigeria then opened a system of rehabilitation. Then they turned terrorism into an industry in Nigeria. The same ruling class. Now, the same ruling class is telling you that it is because of your sin. That is why you are hungry. It is not because the terrorists, they are repentant terrorists, are destroying your farms, still kidnapping you, killing your farmers, telling you to leave your farm and leave your land. They are seeing all of that, but they are telling you something else. Those who destroyed Nigeria under Boko Haram, they are enjoying their loot as we speak. Don't forget that. So you are the only one to bear the blame. And if you refuse, then they automatically say you want to destroy Nigeria. So they have the right to destroy Nigeria and destroy lives, destroy families, destroy businesses, destroy your safety. You are watching all of that. But they are accusing you of, oh, because you are vandalizing this, or because you are breaking that. Yeah. Because you are looting, because you are stealing a bag of food. Oh, look, they have destroyed Nigeria. We need to come out and clamp down on you. I am not saying that you should join those who are looting. I'm just saying, looters of Nigeria, they are angry that you are looting what? You are looting shops. Even the people that they are looting from. Again, I'm not encouraging you to go and loot any shops. So I'd rather that you kind of group yourself as you have been doing and go after anyone who wants to hijack your protest. Because it is legitimate and valid. Even though most of them are sponsored. Those ones they are sponsoring, they are the hungry ones, right? Just the same as you. You choose to go out there and ask them to do something about it. Until they do something about it, you are not leaving the streets. The same hungry people in that same population, they have to mobilize them to go and loot the shop, loot this. Now, because those ones they sponsored are now looting shops, right? Burning properties, turning violent. They are now blaming those of you who chooses not to, which is the majority of you. They are now blaming that on you. In a way to say, yeah. So the looters are angry that the people they sponsored are looting bag of rice. They are breaking into shops. And therefore, Nigeria is going to look bad. These are the looters who have robbed from the shop owners. They have robbed from the workers. They have robbed from the retirees. They have robbed the aged people. They have robbed the children, their future. They've robbed from the witches, wizard. They've robbed from those of you who probably are the gatekeeper of heaven and all of that stuff, right? But Nigeria didn't die, or Nigeria was not going to die until the people they sponsored to go and start stealing bag of rice in order to blame it on you. Do not fall for that too. So that is why the inconvenience that the ruling class, So the inconvenience that the ruling class in Nigeria have forced on you, and they continue to talk down on you, right, is what you have to pay back. And that's exactly what is going on now. Right now, day 5, when Tinubu made this foolish speech yesterday, they went to work, especially in Lagos. So they went to, from one street to the other. They started sharing 5,000 naira, telling people that Tinubu has spoken now. The protest is over. Everybody go home. It actually worked on some people, no lie. But by midday today, those who even collected the 5,000 naira, they joined the protest in Ojota. They opened a new frontier, Alausa, in front of Sanwo-Iku's office, right? They opened another frontier in front of, in front of the Lekki toll gates. Yeah. Another part of Nigeria, rather than listen to Tinubu, they actually got more infuriated, angry. And yesterday was just like a relaxation day. Today, Tinubu's policemen, right, in Abuja, the Tinubu's military, in Abuja, in Plateau, in Kano, Kaduna, they were all having a field day, shooting at unarmed protesters until it turned violence. I've got loads of interesting happenings from Nigeria today, but this is where we're going to start from. Remember these Russian flags that just surfaced in the protest from yesterday, day 4. So a young man has been arrested, has been responsible for making the flags, to the point that it has attracted world attention, no doubt, where everyone was like, why is the Russian flag? Russian flag, bow. Now, the Russian embassy in Nigeria has distanced themselves from that. No, we don't have anything to do with that. Maybe just some Arewa North trying to imitate their cousins in Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. So it has nothing to do with end bad governance in Nigeria protest. But it is indeed significant to notice that the Arewa North, like I said yesterday, they are probably preparing, the younger ones, they are preparing themselves for an eventuality once all their elites and the rest of them goes down, because they are likely going to go down with what is going on. The life of the establishment in Nigeria, the survival of the elites of Nigeria, their future and everything, this oppression that they have been enjoying for so long, if this is going to be sustained, that lifeline is now being held by Tinubu. Now, if the people's power overpowered him and Tinubu have to bail on them, the entire establishment in Nigeria will never recover from what is going to hit them. The judges, so the police, so the military hierarchy, so the rest of all these ranks, so the traditional rulers, so the elites generally, from northern Nigeria to southern Nigeria, from the west to the east, the elite will never believe what is going to happen to them. So right now, they are all bonding and backing Tinubu. And this Tinubu is making so much horrible decisions. So very soon, you are going to begin to see some of your notable personalities in Nigeria. They are going to begin to declare for the end bad governance protest in Nigeria. It is about to get messy. I mean, Tinubu is about to become lonely. Very, very lonely. Even the Ronukus, they will not be enough to stop what is coming. But you know something? If you remove arrogance, if you remove this, overconfidence, I don't even know if it's overconfidence or something, right? But arrogance, so to say, if you remove that from the equation, Tinubu has just one chance. Reverse the price of petroleum. Reverse the price of electricity. And begin the process of withdrawing the 1999 Constitution They want electoral reform. They want Mahmoud arrested. They want Werewike sacked. Yes, the demands are going to become more messier soon. That Tinubu will become lonely. Because the only thing they are thinking of right now is to use force. Tribalism seems to have failed. If you see any Abobaku crying anywhere right now, is it because he's a Southerner? Is it because he's a Yoruba? All this nonsense, they know they fly anymore. Because what is going on is that there is hunger in the land, and Tinubu doesn't care. So your emotion won't do it. The bullet of the military, they won't stop them. Have you seen what happened today? Abi, you are still pretty much in your own little place there that nothing. We are not joining them. We are not joining any protest. Curfew won't stop them. Military tank won't stop them. They will take over military tank. They will take over police trucks. They will take over government buildings. They will chase governors out of their government houses. People will run. But all that will stop all of that is what if I'm saying this now, so that I don't go be like, say, Shebi, now what you want? Are you happy? No. That's none of your business. I'm offering a very simple solution. Tinubu defrauded everyone. Fine. Now everyone has found out that it is a lie. Tinubu is fake. Now take us back to where you brought us from. This floating of the naira, begin to back it and tell us what you're going to do about it in the next few weeks or few months. People want to see beyond just all the talks and stop giving free money to governors. He is still talking about giving 570 billion naira to state governors. But then go share the money to the poor people. These ways are not connecting. That is why he called the military meeting today, the service chiefs today. That's where we're going to start from. He called a service chief meeting today. He sent a minister from Taraba, an idiot from Taraba, who is a minister, that he should go and say it on national TV that Taraba people are not participating in the madness. The way is in Abuja 2 days ago. The protesters in Taraba, they had to drag out the governor. The governor himself had to come out of the government house to address them, plead with them, went back to the government house. So this way in APC in Taraba, from Taraba, is making mouth. I love it. Let them continue to make mouth. Okay? Let them continue to say things that people like us will grab. And we can escalate them. Here you get. So you that heard them and you never really read any meaning to them, you begin to read meanings to them. You begin to get more angrier because those are the miscreants. They are not paying attention. They won't pay attention. So the chief of defense staff that said they are on standby to kill Nigerians once Tinubu gives them the order. It be like say Tinubu don't give them the order. Okay? So according to him, raising the flag of another country during protest in Nigeria is a treasonable felony. So they will have to deal with that. Today is 5th day. Tomorrow is the 6th day. Yeah, tomorrow is expected to be bloodier than today. And there is no other person to blame for anyone that is killed than Tinubu. So far, so worse. Tinubu has killed 43 people, confirmed. In 4 days, I have not added those they've killed today. In Bangladesh, same thing happened, where their president or prime minister, who also signed up onto this IMF nonsense, and the student of the country, not like the nuns of Nigeria, the voluntary slaves of Nigeria. The student of Bangladesh started a protest and said she should reverse some of these decisions. What happened after? The protesters started just quietly and started growing and growing. The establishment or the elite in Bangladesh, they called their bluff because they had the military. They had all the policemen. Guess what? They forgot that they are just politicians. And when they push come to shove, shove come to push. Politicians would have to run or die. And the military would have to what? Take over. So this woman had to run away from her country. See her face. Old and wicked, heartless people. I mean, it is what you have in Nigeria, isn't it? Like the Kolu of Nigeria. So what happened? They are living large. They are living lavishly. They had the military to protect them so they could talk down on the civilians. After a few days of protest, and 93 or so people killed by the forces loyal to the politician in Bangladesh. That woman ran away. And the people of Bangladesh, they took over the parliament, the government building, including the bedroom of that woman, the seat of power that she believed nobody could touch. I'll start from that one before we go to their meeting. Just thought you should see that first. So Tinubu called a meeting. The meeting was to plan on how to kill Nigerians. And the military man who came out of that meeting has something to say. So I have these joint videos combined before we go to the main thing. So like the broadcast if you haven't already. Okay. So let's go there.
And led those thugs to power.
You join the protest.
Today's meeting is such that we wanted to come and update Mr. President about the situation on ground. We know since the riots have started, the role all the security agencies are playing. You can see all of us together. We had about 2 hours meeting with Mr. President. We explained to him in details the current situation on ground since the riots have started. And what we realized is that, yes, initially people said it was a peaceful riot, but we have warned against it because we realized that there are individuals that are willing to take advantage of it to cause mayhem, and we can see clearly what has happened since it has commenced. Criminals have taken over, a lot of looting, a lot of stealing and all sorts happening. And besides that, we're also aware that I'm seeing, all of us have seen it, where some foreign flags have been flown within the sovereignty of Nigeria, and that is totally unacceptable. We are warning in clear terms, and the President has also said we should convey this, that we will not accept anybody, any individual flying any foreign flag in Nigeria. That is treasonable offense, and it will be viewed and treated as such. So nobody should allow himself to be used by any individual. Also the issue of coups. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Nigeria is a democratic nation. All security agencies are here to defend democracy and make sure that democracy continues to strive. We will not accept anyone pushing or taking any action, seemingly or for whatever reason, to want to push for any change of government. Democracy is what we stand for. Democracy is what we continue to defend. For those of them flying flags, if you see a lot of them are kids being pushed to do that. We're following up with those ones that are sponsoring them, those that are pushing them, because the flags were also made. We identified those areas and we're going to take serious action against that. The president is clear on his instructions for us not to accept anyone that wants to disrupt the peace and tranquility of Nigeria. And we are all standing here together to show Nigerians that we're working closely, we're working together in synergy to ensure that there's peace and tranquility in Nigeria. That we have assured Mr. President.
It's clear and the demands are genuine. None of us can deny the fact that there is no hunger and general poverty in the land. This has been made worse by the harsh economic realities, a deficit policy direction and insensitivity of the national government to engage the citizens civilly. As leaders of the people, we must at all times not only listen but act. The lesson we must drive from the protest is the constant reminder that it is not enough to tell the citizens we have heard. We must be seen as doing the needful in providing solutions to citizens' concerns. Some of the demands of the protesters, as genuine as they are microeconomic policies issues that can only be addressed by the national government. This is the reality of our federal structure and constitution. We shall work with you to make sure that the demands are attended to.
Taraba, I'm sure you know that Taraba is one of the states that did not participate in this madness called protest. We agree that citizens have the right to protest.
When you refer to the protest as madness, I know a lot of people will take exception to that, particularly the peaceful protesters.
No, I didn't refer to the protesters as mad.
No, you said this madness called protest.
Breaking. No. Don't quote me out.
Those were your words.
I meant those who participated in violence, you wouldn't call those ones protesters. Those who went to steal break people's homes and shops and businesses and government's premises, stole stuff there.
But what you said was, Minister, what you said that this madness called protest, those were your words. Now that you are given
I take that back and I apologize if it was understood in that perspective.
Do you know? So I decided to share with us who was saying what and why. So the military chief said, thiefnubu has given them the go-ahead. All right. The minister of thiefnubu said, Araba is not participating in this madness called protest, and he quickly swallowed it. I like that, by the way, you know. Everybody go collect. When last did you hear from Werewike? When last? I mean, it was there on day one, remember? That they were going to arrest Ireti and all of that, Abi? And this is day 5. When last did you hear from him? When last did you hear from Akpabiole? When? Igboro Tidaru. The only thing that will save them, and I know some of them are watching this broadcast, no doubt, because you know something, right? In the last few days, yes, I have noticed the surge. Yeah, their Daura or Dokwemu stupid service, their criminal police, what do you call it, coven, their murderous terrorist military caucus as well. They are more interested in who is saying what. I mean, have you heard about any Fulani attack in the last 5 days? Have you heard any Boko Haram attack in the last 5 days? We'll talk about that one later, okay? I just want you to know that, you see this protest, the way it is going, the way they will handle it and then blow it. Even Boko Haram knows, say, what this protest will lead to, a level of revolution it will lead to. It will eradicate Boko Haram, Fulani terrorists, and all those terrorists they are sponsoring. Because the moment these guys lose their power, all those terrorists, they will disappear. Write it down. Yeah, they will disappear. Because they know how their operation is going, uninterrupted. Here you get. Ransom, kidnap people. Go to a village, kidnap like 200 people. Now nobody will make a call and say, they don't kidnap 200 people, come and rescue them. No, they will move them easily into the forest. They'll begin to talk to the families of the people they kidnapped, negotiating for ransom. So you still don't know that you are actually existing in a mafia country run by criminals. From the police, from your president to your local government chairman, you are in a. This is going to eventually cleanse all of that. And see, I am not raising my hope. I am telling you that if thiefnubu and his gang continue to double down, shoot them, kill every one of them, jail them, that is all that it will take before the cookie will crumble. And I will be here to broadcast it like this. So do you see that now? It is not in my hands. No be me. Go break up Nigeria. Not because I wish it. Not because I want it. Not because you don't want it. You see the actions of these criminals? I told you 2 days ago that they have put their hands on the self-destruct button. And they are toying with it like this. Something is telling them to press it. Press it. Press it. It is not only thiefnubu that will go down. It is not only APC that will go down. It is not, your royal institution will go down. Your judicial institution will go down. The entire establishment will crumble. You are going to go and start all over again. Show you constitution top discussing by You are going to be a pro-Yoruba nation soon. You are going to be a pro-national conversation that will determine if Yoruba still want to be part of this or not. You are going to campaign for that. Revolution, stone show, right? You are going to be part of it. You know something, right? The revolution is when it is going to happen, all right? It's not going to be about whether you are ready or you are not ready. Whether you are told or you are not told. The moment these people press that self-destruct button, you will become a revolutionary or a Sufayo that will die, probably defending their oppressors. The whole thing lies with that guy, that he believes that the military can help him, like they believed in Bangladesh. Today, the politicians in Bangladesh are gone.
the remaining military guys in there have taken over the government, yes, you will be gone. The end goal is what people don't know, Abi. Yeah. Even the military, you see that guy I said, look at their faces, right? Even they themselves, they will run. Or suddenly, quickly, like jump ship, because that's easier for them. In the name of trying to calm everything, they can help us arrest thiefnubu. We can start with that. Just saying. However, let's go to Nigeria. What happened all over the place today? After thiefnubu's speech, they sponsored the thugs, the threats, the curfew, and all of that. Even the Kano state governor has told us that those who came to destroy properties in Kano, they were sponsored by APC, Gandola. Do you get that? We'll get to that part. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Nigeria. How did the day 5 go across Nigeria? The first set of videos you're going to see is that of the Nigerian policemen shooting at protesters, chasing them. In Katsina, where Boko Haram came from. In Kaduna, where Littlefinger come from. In Kano, where Gandola comes from. And all these places. We do not have the exact number of casualties so far, even in Abuja. But yeah, that is the first thing you're going to see in this video. Then we take it down, even to Lagos, to Port Harcourt, to Akure in Ondo State, to Oyo State in Ibadan, to Osun, Osogbo, and everywhere. So you ready? Let's start from this.
Hey, almost. See you. You will kill them.
Tear gas, I told you. Soldiers, who police name not just GV. Come on, soldiers name. Police.
The Nigerian police invited the thugs to attack peaceful protesters where they are collecting foods. You see, the Nigerian police were here. The Nigerian police were here. The Nigerian police are around. And they allowed the thugs to attack peaceful protesters. This is Ojota Ganufawa Imi Park, Ojota, Lagos. This Ganifara Yimi Park, Ojota, Lagos. Now the police are now around to pretend as if they do not know anything about it.
What are you? What are you doing? Ana wai za a samu zaman lafiya wa'annan nan da
all of our brothers and sisters across the country. Yes. I think that is the least that this Congress in Lagos can demand. That we stand with our brothers, whether in the north, whether in the south, whether in the southwest, who are being killed because they dared to come out to reject hunger, to reject hardship. We stand by them and we shall continue to fight until justice is done. And demand that the IGP, Inspector General of Police, must be served forthwith.
Yes.
That's right.
Junction. This junction is a junction that leads to the seaport. This junction that we're in here is the junction that leads to the Onne seaport in Rivers State. We are here now. This is where we'll be shutting down as from today. No vehicle, no tanker driver is leaving. No trailer, no flatbed is leaving. Nobody is going, nobody is coming. From after today, we will be here till the end of the protest. Why? Because this is a major revenue to the federal government of Nigeria. They make so much money because of the trailers going to carry the containers that always pass here. The containers that come in and go out for import and export. So we are shutting down this place. No movement will be here till after 10 today. This is our last bus stop for the day, and tomorrow we continue here. This is me, Comrade Ademala, from Take It Back Movement, Revolution Now, reporting live from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. This is Onne Junction. No vehicle is moving, no vehicle is coming. And bad governance and bad Nigerian leaders were ending every nonsense because enough is enough. We have had enough. Nigerians are not fools. You don't take us for a ride. Enough is enough. The president cannot call us fools. The president cannot take us for a ride. Like I said, enough is enough. This is Onne Junction. This junction leads to the seaport. It's on total lockdown. All vehicles are locked down. Everybody on lockdown. Thank you so much. We move on. The 6th loading tomorrow. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
See, do you know that this thing pains them because there is nobody. What are they doing here now?
See that? Let me, because I know that their DSS, their police, even Abobakus, they are watching this, but I'm not kind of talking to you, the Abobakus now. I am talking to your security agents, all right? Don't pretend that you have any intelligence anywhere that tells you, all right, what is still coming. I can tell you some of them because they are expected. This is day 5. By day 6, the protesters will begin to take over some choice government revenue earners. For now, they've shut down the federal secretariat in Abuja. Majority of the staffs are now staying at home. Nobody's coming to any work in Abuja now, right? Now, a similar thing is going to happen to all the 36 states in Nigeria, but in sequence. You understand? Like, it's going to happen in sequence. The ports in Nigeria are going to be taken over by protesters very soon, okay? The airports are going to be taken over. They will take over the entire airport. There will be no plane going in, no plane leaving Nigeria. Just so you know. Now, when it gets to that stage, the next stage after, because by then you'll probably be killing, because you think you could, this is when you are going to know that the entire military force of Nigeria, the entire policemen in Nigeria, give all of them guns, they will not be able to control half of Nigeria for what is coming. And I'm saying this to all of you now that, you see, the moment you kill people up to 100, they are going to start killing the police and all of them too. It's going to be out of hand. Because the driving force of this protest is hunger. Hunger caused by thiefnubu's policies that they are begging him to reverse. That's all it's going to take. Save everybody's time. Save everybody's life. And yeah, you can possibly still deceive Nigerians till 2027. Do you understand that now? If you are a security force watching me, right? You will not be able to protect Nigeria. You will not be able to, you will not be able to defend these guys. You will be so overstretched. This is going to be the first time in your life that you are going to really face a challenge as a security officer, not the ones that you have been facing all your lives. The challenge of underpayment, poor training, poor payment, and all of that stuff. No. This is the proper one you're going to face now. The criminal politicians are pushing you to the edge. A lot of you are ganging, you are grouping. You are jumping into the vans they are giving you. You know what's going to happen? Majority of the guns they are going to give you, majority of them are going to be taken over from you, from your officers. Some of your officers are hungry too. Do you know that? Yeah. And once some of these protesters who are defending themselves and attacking the people killing their friends, right, with sticks and stones, very soon they will be in control of guns. And everything is just going to go to 80. So you are watching me right now. And I do not wish any of this to happen. For real. Thiefnubu is putting his hand on self-destruct button. It will it will destroy the entire thing you've known about Nigeria very soon. And they want to use you to do that. You see all these ones that you are spying on people on social media, tracking people down and arresting them. Now, because the whole thing never really eats, now half day you've seen so far. By tomorrow, let's go to Nigeria again. From what happened today all over the country and who said what on the protest ground again because of our time. So let's go.
My name is Discourage.
Yeah, I know you've been around for the past couple of days, but a lot of people are already having a feeling that the crowds are shrinking day by day, and the president's statement yesterday does not really address the demand. What's the next line of action? That is what they're doing.
I don't think it's about the size of the crowd as it is about the mood of the town and the demands of people. As you can see, this is day 5 and we are at Ojota and people are outside. Nigerians are outside expressing themselves, speaking about their pains and the issues that they have loved President Tinubu to address after 3 long days of silence. And then yesterday he finally addressed the people. But unfortunately, his broadcast fell short of society's expectation. Neither did he acknowledge the pains of the people or even some of the demands that have pushed them outside. In fact, he blames them for the violence that has ensued across the country, even though we know for a fact that we have seen videos of the irresponsibility of security agents against protesters. But the president did not acknowledge the lives of protesters that have been lost, the lives of innocent Nigerians that have died in the course of asking him to run. So we consider it unfortunate, we consider his speech unpresidential, and we think that he's out of touch with the common reality.
But he did acknowledge the lives of the people that died, because his very first statements were that he feels pained that people have lost their lives.
Yeah, he acknowledged the lives of people who have died, but refused to take accountability for the conditions that pushed them to their untimely death. We have seen pictures, we have seen the stories, we have had one-on-one from victims who are injured. For instance, yesterday we had some Nigerians gather at this same Ojota, and we are dispersed forcibly by the police. In fact, the police were reportedly looking on and watching thugs, machetes and sticks beat innocent protesters. Unfortunately, this is the situation that occurred across most parts of the country, which the president did not address. In many instances, we saw security officers extend aggression first to protesters, and then chaos ensued. But Mr. President did not address it.
But after your meeting yesterday, you did say that what you're coming here to do today is a world press conference. Is it turning back to protest instead of a world press conference?
We're not a world press conference, and the essence is to respond to Mr. President's broadcast. We are doing it. We are just waiting for Nigerians to gather and then we'll go ahead. But we're definitely responding to Mr. President. If Mr. President wants a dialogue, as he has said, our peaceful protest is a form of dialogue, and I think our demands are not so hard. They are very simple. Reversal of fuel subsidies, or make a concession, put a price cap on it so that people can be able to access basic services. We are asking for an end to hunger and poverty in the land. We are also asking for a drastic reduction in electricity tariffs, and we are also asking that the lives and citizens be safeguarded. Unfortunately, in Mr. President's broadcast, neither did he acknowledge these demands, nor even try to articulate a pathway for recovery so that citizens can be reassured that they have a timeline that things will soon go back to normalcy.
I don't know if
kamar yadda kuke gani wannan kan gada na Arewa House kenan, ga dubban jama'a sun taru sun taho tun daga kawo ana tafi a ƙasa, wasu kuma suna cikin motoci ko mashina don nuna ɓacin ransu akan wannan hali da ƙasar nan take ciki. Wannan ke nuna maku cewar mutanen ƙasar nan sun gaji. A halin yanzu dubban mutane kowane daga ganye, maza da mata suna nuna ɓacin ransu. Wannan kan gadon Arewa House kenan, ga mutane nan ana ɗauka, ga unguwan Kanawa, ga mutane daban-daban, ga ɗaya ɓangaren can mutane na wucewa, ga Sultan Bello Mox.
So you've seen them at Port. You've seen the people in Port Harcourt. You've seen Kaduna. No, you haven't seen Kaduna. Don't worry. You'll see Kaduna. So, but you've seen partly Kaduna. So you haven't really seen Jos as well, right? Even more of Lagos and then other places as well. So without wasting much of our time, because I know we probably should take out tonight again so that we don't miss out on that. Let's go back and see the part where things began to get ugly, especially in Kaduna. Let's go back there.
Go out and protest. Go out and protest.
They're coming from far, like from far.
Men, they no be lie.
Kaman ka sani kaman akwai wurin wanke mota ne, ina ga kamar ruwa za su kawo haka suna dawowa wanke kafa da wanko a wurin
wai na mala ga su duk kalli gefen wannan duk karabunan
jama'a jihar Kaduna nan sun fito gaba ɗayan su kwansu da ɓarɓata iya kallon ka iya ganin ka wannan jama'ar Kaduna ne ga su nan kwansu da ɓarɓata sun fito jama'ar Kaduna ga sunan sun fito kwansu da farfata. Ikon Allah. Kai? An ji an tago 'yan kawo ne. Ai wanda sun ce kasu ba su daune yawa ba. Ina wani su. Na iya ganin ka gashi na wucewa ko su. Iya ganin ka ba masu tafi. Ana fita wallah ai na ga kwamfuta a Kaduna yi. Ni a Kaduna na fara fita yi.
Na suka daga da rasha.
Tutar Rasha.
Did you see those policemen that came after the peaceful protester there, where they are peacefully just marching on another, and then they chased them and they shot at them. Did you see that? I'm glad we have all the evidence, right, that you can actually look at that internet just as expected, right? The internet will never forget. All the killings, how they killed people, everything is well documented. And that's why this must be concluded. For the sake of those they are murdering, the people they are killing, you cannot back down. You cannot stop until you get what you want. Until you get everything that brought you outside in the first place. Ahmed, if you are watching, I hope I get lucky this evening that you're going to call in. I need you to help me speak to the northern, our northern viewers, right? Northerners who are viewing from the north. I need somebody to help me speak directly to them and say, listen, you must never stop until you get everything that is in that demand. It's so important. So that people that these guys are shooting and killing, they will not die in vain. Again, I'm going to take us back again. Okay? Let's go back to the protest grounds across the country. This time, we should stop in Kano. Then from Kano, we can then go straight to Plateau, that is in Jos, and then maybe to Lagos, right? And to other places too. See, if this is your first time on Mayegun's Diary Political, and you do not want to miss anything at all about all these developments going on in Nigeria, well, I am the, I'm the closest you can, the closest you can get to the real news of what is going on in that place. So if you subscribe onto my channel, for example, set your notification. That means you actually believe that you don't want to miss anything. So do that. Now let's go back to the protest ground around the country. Remember, this is after Tinubu said everybody should go home, suspend. And the Nigerian policemen are moving mad, illiterates. They are now saying that protest is illegal because Tinubu said they should go home. Like, what the heck? So they disobeyed him because it doesn't even have the authority anyway. You get what I mean? Majority of Nigerians didn't vote for him. This guy bought that, rigged the election. They messed up the entire country. And that's why you're seeing this. So after after yesterday's useless speech, this is how Nigerians responded. Let's go back. Kano.
Vamos aí! 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 Vamos aí!
Them out. Like he told the soldier to take him out, to pick him up and take him out of there. So we had an agreement here in Jos, in Plateau State. We had an agreement that during our protest, anybody that was going to disrupt the protest was either going to do something or begin to cause chaos, or was going to come with the intention of hijacking the protest. That person was going to be arrested, right, and dealt with. And that was what happened. And so far it had been peaceful. But again, I don't know where many people are getting the idea or the concept or misconception that the protest in Plateau State was hijacked. It wasn't. It was peaceful so far. So yes, even though yes, the whole thing of the curfew is true. Again, I'll show you. This is behind me. The streets are empty. The curfew, but just a few people are passing, and most people that are going out today are mostly essential workers. So you see this kind of camera. So yes. So if anybody out there is telling you that I knew that Jos protest is going to end like this, I knew this whole thing is crap, please, I want you guys to know.
Don't let one down. Ó wá tún sọ wípé èmi òun ò gbọ́dọ̀ réyàn kankan kó dúró ní ọjọ́ ta. Bọ̀ èmi ní àǹfààní láti sọ fún wa wípé bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwọn èèyàn wa tuntun kójọ kóra wọn jọ ní ọjọ́ ta. Torí pé àwa la nílùú, kò sí èèyàn kankan tó wà ń kó agbára tó tóbi ju àwa aráàlú lọ. Torí táwọn ò bá sí kò ní sí ìjọba of the greatest Nigerian people. Ìkíní nìyẹn lóru àná ní Àbújá láago 2 làwọn àjọ DSS náà lọ ká ìkan lára àwọn adarí ìwọ́de l'Àbújá mọ́lé tó pé bíi pé kidnap ni gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí àmọ́ bí tó ń gbé lọ àtàwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ẹ̀. Gbogbo eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ torí pé President Tinubu lánàá eléyìí tó yẹ kó fi bẹ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn kan tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún ṣe ló wà lẹ́mọ́ wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ ti kọjá ìyàlẹ̀ láyé ológun wọ́n gbìyànjú ẹ̀ wọ́n tẹ́ abẹ́lẹ̀ tààrí láyé alágbádá. Àwọn ìdí nìyí tá a fi jáde lẹ́nìí wípé a ti gbọ́ gbogbo tí ìjọba sọ kò tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn. Ó wá fi wọ́n gédédé fún wa wípé ìjọba Tinubu kò yàtọ̀ sí ìjọba ológun o. Kì í ṣèjọba tá a lè fọwọ́ yẹpẹrẹ mú. Kì í ṣèjọba tá a lè sọ pé a ṣe wá ọjọ́ 10 pé a máa dákẹ́. Ìdí nìyẹn tá a fi wá ń wò pé àsìkò ti tó láti tó èrò wa pa ká tú èpa wípé abẹ́sàdì.
So that's from Lagos. Yeah, you've seen all of that. It's, they're like collection of all that happened, right? You saw Kano, Kaduna, you saw Jos, Abi, then Lagos. I have more. And I wish I have a stretcher that can just be like, but maybe this intermittent break is also good. If you say, you see the last video, is there speaking directly to those who don't understand English proper, right? And making them understand why the protest would have to continue. That thiefnubu has shown to everyone that he is worse than the military dictator. And therefore, the situation has changed now. It is no longer just a little push and all of that. It is now going to be aggressive.
That's what he's saying. And it's going to be zanga zanga, zanga zanga dole ne, zanga zanga. That's why, you know, even that zanga zanga gingers you enough that take out the violence, okay? Those who are like making violence up north, okay? But when you look at the number, you feel like, man, this one is zanga zanga. I'm going to ask them, dear Northerner, what do you call revolution? I know says zanga zanga is protest, right? Which is if you know in Yoruba, that is to show your displeasure. So what do you call revolution in northern Nigeria? Or in Hausa, rather? What do you call revolution in Hausa? Because it seems that it is already getting to that revolution stage. The next video you're about to watch detailed what happened in Kano and the people behind what happened in Kano. And not just that, what is going on in Kaduna as well. I think I even have part of the video you are going to, if not this one, maybe next one, where the people arrested by the Nigerian police across Nigeria are getting released. Yeah, the Nigerian, the lawyer for protesters across Nigeria. If you ever get anywhere arrested or what have you, you are not going to pay a dime. You are not on your own, okay? If you by any means get injured in the process of all of this, there are provisions for that. They will take care of you without your family having to pay a dime, right? All you need to do is to make sure that as you are participating in any protest, right? Make sure you are within that space. So if anything is going to happen to you, let it happen to you while you are within the space. Don't let anybody lure you out of the gathering. Don't let some people create stampede that will just cut some of you off the larger body. There are kind of a process where Nigerian security agents, they will walk inside the protest with all of you, and then they will just create something that, a fraction of you will just begin to corner you to the side, and the rest may not even notice in time, and then they can just arrest you to go and torture you, especially. So make sure that you are within the larger group for every part. Everywhere you are participating, don't walk alone. Okay, if you know you are participating in a protest, be within that fold. It's for your own safety. Others is that you should try and protect yourselves and defend yourselves. In this clip you're about to watch, we even had a space where they took over the police truck in police armored vehicle. They don't see them. Hijack them for Kaduna.
Or you join the protest. Now wait till that. Nothing serious. Nobody won't fight anybody. Nobody won't hijack anybody's property. Thank you. Our location is Plateau Delta State, and it's our day 5 of the peaceful protest. From the day 1, day 2, day 3, the population was much. As day 4, day 5, they reach now, so I don't know why they drag you and they go Busco. So now, we won't go supply market. We won't block all the roads. It's Nigeria. Now you not seeing Nigeria flag. In Nigeria we do. God bless you They want to go Amukwe. They want to go Amukwe. Where they go here? I tell you go to Amukwe. We want to tell those people that are selling things that are not food stuffs. The only people where they sell it to the big shop. Now go open. You know they sell food stuffs. Like now some hairdressers open store. Wait till make a open store. Tailor open store. Wait till make tailor go open store. So that is what we want to go to supply markets and do. But they're not going to scatter anybody too. It's Plateau Delta State, Sapele. store na go open. You know they sell food like raw food where people go buy go food. You don't go open. Even those where they sell gas, love.
To yau kenan ranar Litini kamar yadda kuke gani matasa dai sun ƙara fitowa sun ce ba za su yadda yunwa ya kashe su a gida ba. So muna fatan dai Allah ya sa a yi lafiya a gama lafiya ba tare da an kone-kone ko kuma an tayar da hankalin juna ba. Wannan tawaga yanzu haka da kuke gani a bakin ruwa kenan. Allah ya kyauta, Allah ya sa a yi lafiya a gama lafiya. Tawaga ne inda yanzu haka an tinkari hanyar gidan gwamnati kamar yadda kuke gani jami'an tsaro ma sun dai koma gefe suna ta dai ce a yi haƙuri ga mutane nan from nowhere har yanzu suna fitowa. Allah ya sa dai a gama lafiya.
Russia.
سلام عليكم وعلينا السلام. سلام إليكم وإلينا سلام. سلام على من رد السلام وسلام حتى على من لم يرد.
The nationwide #EndBadGovernance protest was expected to be a peaceful demand for accountability from the government and draw attention to the economic hardship experienced by the people. On Thursday morning, the protest group presents its list of demands to Governor Abba Yusuf at the Government House for onward transmission to the President.
Your decision to come to the Government House to present this letter is very, very much commendable.
But shortly after addressing the youth and commending them for comporting themselves in an orderly manner, the news of rampage, looting, wanton destruction of public and private property broke out in parts of the state. The federally owned Nigerian Communication Commission's Digital Innovation Center, built for commissioning on the 8th of August, is first to be attacked. The facility is completely looted. Computers and other digital equipment, chairs, TV monitors are carted away, leaving the building empty, while part of it was set ablaze. The State High Court also comes under attack, and no fewer than 20 vehicles belonging to judges, court workers, and litigants are set on fire.
Some of the buildings that were attacked, vandalized, include the newly built NCC building. It was looted, all the furniture, all the computers, all the accessories were vandalized. The state judiciary were also affected because they attacked the appeal court building, which is housing even the Chief Judge of Kano State.
Another terribly affected facility is the oldest printing press in northern Nigeria, built in 1938 and operated by the Kano State government. Sophisticated machines, stationery, buildings and sensitive documents are completely destroyed.
Everything, all the machines were burnt down. Most of our documents, secret documents, not only for us in Kano.
It is a colossal loss to us.
The state government feels there is a sinister motive behind the mayhem.
We got information that somebody who has just got an appointment in Abuja was planning to attack innocent protesters and to attack public buildings as well as business. I reported to the security agencies. Many of them acted. But unfortunately, yesterday morning, he came out through to his...
You join the protest. Now wait till that. Nothing serious. Nobody won't fight anybody.
You hear that? The peaceful protesters, they went to government house in Kano. They presented their demands to the governor. He addressed them. Because I remember a day before, he said, the protesters are welcome to government house in Kano. Then immediately after the protesters left Kano government house to continue their protest to the main city center, these sponsored criminals by APC, egbekegbe, they moved in. Because, you know Kano now. So they moved in and they started breaking into shops and calling people to come and loot. Come and take rice. Come and take rice. Rice is here. Rice is here. Come and take a bag of, come. Do you want food? Come and take food. And that's how they do it. So if you are part of the procession, the protester procession, right? And on your way, somebody's begin to say, hey, everybody, come. Come on, food. See, come here. This shop is open. Everybody is taking things. They are mostly police officers. The criminal, the criminals working for the same thiefnubu. That's how they do it. Oh, sure you get now. You will never see real protesters right going like this. And then this shop fine. Oh, let us break into it. No, you are more interested in going to wherever all of you are walking to, Abi. But you see those ones, they are those ones that are sponsored. That's how they operate. I'll give you the last one. I don't want to overuse our time, okay? I've got one more for us before we go this evening, right? Also from the streets of Nigeria. This one includes the violence, the disruption, the vandalism that took place in Kaduna. Kaduna would have been the number 1 for the day 5. But because of this, all of that, I don't think we should put them in number 1. We would rather leave them at number 2. Why Kano still take the first shot?
And led those thugs to perpetrate this crime.
Ana bin su kuma.
Ai wurin da suke kofar da wannan abin da ake bin su. Aji daɗi yadda uban sani ya. Wallahi ai shi yana abin shi da hankali. Yana da hankali. Ɗan rufai ne da ya rufe state. Idan wayan sa. Ɗan rufai ne da ya sa kotu.
Libya is the best. Ghana ba su Libya. Da za akwai kotu a zai zo yi wannan abu. Tunda mutane ba su da hankali sai a bi su da rashin hankali.
Ina gani daga yau hannu sosai da kwamar.
Da wallahi is hardly Muslim.
Nan ne na Discourage. Dare. Inda. Na APC. Inda na ɗagawa kawai.
Wanda da zai
yanzu ba gashi a gaban kawai ya faru.
wallahi ya baci
ya baci da ma ya daga
ba mu da wani karfi yanzu ya mu
ba wani ne lalace ai sai dai kuma wata rana ke lutin ba a ga yanzu gwamnati za ta yi bayin
why is your justification that?
Yes, you are right. That is it.
These are our association reports. These are they in court. So in Hausa, lauyi ne da aka turo muku kyauta za su saya muku ko sisi ba za ku biya ba. Duk wanda aka kama wannan abin da aka yi kyauta ne za a yi. Kyauta za a muku aiki. Kun gane? Don su gani ne. Amin.
In Nigeria, and bad governance 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 in Nigeria, yes, and bad governance in Nigeria, 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 and bad governance in Nigeria. I love what your song says. It says end banditry, end terrorism, end violent crimes. End banditry, end terrorism, end violent crimes in Nigeria. End bad governance in Nigeria.
and bad governance in Nigeria.
And bad governance in Nigeria. And bad governance in Nigeria. And terrorism and banditry in Nigeria.
Yes.
And bad governance in Nigeria.
And bad governance in Nigeria.
And bad governance in Nigeria.
Would you like to give a speech as to why you want to?
We're still doing this. And bad governance in Nigeria. Without having no speech. And bad governance in Nigeria.
Nigeria. And on that note, I will be drawing my own curtain. So, I would rather finish with this song from this our brother.
Since when I born, you never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number one, Oguokiyapa. Tinubu number two, Oguokiyama. Tinubu number three, Oguokiya your children. Tinubu number four, Ogu go bury all your family. Tinubu is a god to you. A god to you. Tinubu is a god to you. And Wausa.
Tinubu is a god to you. A god to you. Tinubu is a god to you. A Wausa. Thank you very much, brethren. It is time for me to take a break so that when I come back, right, we can have a chat. So I'm going to take calls. If you want to be part of this, or hang on, before I go take my break quickly. This one is for the Yoruba Unionists. I shared with us what pretty much is our ticket for the Yoruba Summit that is taking place in 18 days. You only have just about 17 days to actually book a ticket to be part of the Yoruba Union Summit in Glasgow for 3 days. However, people have been saying they've been having issues like using the link. So I'm going to do it. It's very easy and straightforward, okay? But I think one of the confusion is that a lot of people who want to buy their tickets are thinking, oh, it's asking me for donation. You don't have to make any donation, okay? So there is a code. This one is for just about 30 people. Let me put the code in for you so you see how that works, okay? So let's assume that you are buying a ticket, okay? And before you fill in your details, as it appears on your screen now, let me see if I can lower that. Sorry, guys, sorry. So here, so let's assume that you are buying yourself one ticket, or let's say one. You can use this code. It's very straightforward though. Yoruba Union Summit. But that summit with you. Yoruba Union Summit, Glasgow, 2024. And if you apply that, where's the cost? It is £109 plus VAT, okay? Plus including fee, that's a VAT. So if you apply this in this space, it will discount you, how much is that? I think £9. Now, you do not have to make any donation. I don't think. Hang on, no. At least one ticket. Okay. So how many tickets? Oh, how did I kind of remove that? One sec. Cover attendee tax, souvenir, meals and drinks. Yep. Oh, I think it is the close one I'm using for you. Okay. You know what? Don't use code, okay? I'll come back and explain that better. Anyway, I'll come back and explain that better. I think I found the issue there, right? So anyway, I am going to take a short break. When I come back, I may try to explain it better. Once I fix it, I'll explain it better and I'll tell you to go ahead and apply and try that, okay? Well, let's go on a short break. And when I come back, we will continue. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. I have my first caller this evening here. Hello.
Hello, my Baba.
Ahmed, man. See, I was thinking if I would be lucky or not, so I'm glad you are here. How are you this evening?
I don't try one call. This afternoon I've been the call, but you don't already pick the last call.
Yeah.
And I've been called. Yeah.
I know. Thank you very much for being part of it now. Let's get on to it.
You see that armored vehicle where you see so. That's that area where you see say now waiting that they even call this area Tudunwada for Kaduna. Yes. So you know Tudunwada, and that place where they call Bakinrua, Rigasa, far from Tudunwada, all those places. Now places where we say then when fight one shelle, they always start from all those axes. Now there the thing they spring out where we say everywhere we just burn. All the fight with them in fight, Zango Kata, Sharia, mostly now all that area, the thing they bust. It could just enter everywhere. And for that area, you get one police, this thing that they call a metro. So mostly all the SARS we did for Kaduna State, now their command be that. Now there their command that metro police station. So me I don't know how those boys they get armored vehicle, the driver all around though.
You get
that one shocking.
like
So,
the police just run away from it, or they just decide to just lower. What's happened?
Yeah, and you see all those axes, that road where you see for Kaduna, all those places. Now, place where we say no far from one popular market that they call them Panteka. So all those gates, those metal where you see those children they carry, last they go out, they go bend everything, they go enter Panteka, they go sell them because they now condemn. Now there they sell all those all those things, and mostly you see children like the age of 7, 5, 6, 7, like that. They follow quarter. They go carry a magnet. They follow quarter. They pick metal. You understand? Can't load them inside bag. Can't go that market. They will weigh them for them. They go sell them, get small change, go house. You understand? Those kind of things. You see, those children, they don't turn them to something else. Hard life. You understand? So I mean, now just time they wait for.
You know
now
what
them
I was hoping for, that if I happen to have you call in tonight, that I was going to have somebody please speak to them and say, under no circumstances should they stop, because these criminals, even if they promise them anything, right? Under no circumstances should they stop until they get everything they actually want, and then their friends died for. Those who have died shouldn't
definitely
die.
Yes, definitely my one we do that, but let me give this point real quick. And you see this Russian flag and everything that you see going about, me I haven't really seen soldiers. I never see soldiers they follow, join all these things, they do it in police, they do. Because I see saying at them still they go talk to civilians, they talk to protesters, they try talk to them in a very cool manner. But me, what I feel is, if this thing come bust, we be say they can't say, okay, military won't take over or something like that. Do you know that what I'm thinking is Tinubu is a kind of person that can come back and wants to pitch his tent with saying, oh, Yoruba, all those guys. Tinubu once said he doesn't even believe in Nigeria.
Okay, I'm going to say this now, Ahmed, before you continue, just for the sake of our listeners, okay? This is one of the reasons why a lot believe that, he decided to bring Igbo back, okay? That if they try all this nonsense, they are usually trying the North, right? It will not be hard for all of them to put their weight behind the Yoruba nation by at the same time, amplifying Igbo and all of that stuff. Open secrets.
My Gumi, I don't think and goes that side. Me, I think and say when your eye don't clear, you go on come back on pitch and then you on rule up, bring it go. No, if then clear eye, now you see they believe saying whole Nigeria in get power. If they clear in doubt, say they come someone from the north can't take over. You go say to Bajebe cat kuku daru. You understand? Nigeria. Then that's when he wants to use
even the Ronukus are already saying that. The Ronukus are already saying that.
That aside, let me speak a little bit and then I'll round it up. You understand? So Jama'a assalamu alaikum barkan ku dai. Muna ganin aiki, muna ganin abubuwan da ke faruwa a arewacin Najeriya. Kuma wannan abu muna jin daɗi kuma muna son a ci gaba da sa pressure. In kun fita zanga-zanga kamar yadda muke faɗa, ku tabbata cewar ba sata. Mun ga dai ana ta sace-sace ana abin da bai kamata ba, a tabbata cewar babu sata. Wa'innan mutanen abin da suke so su ga yawanku kaɗai ya isa ya kaɗa mutanen nan. Kuma wallahi suna nan suna ganin ku suna ta observing. Hankalinsu ya ɗan fara tashi. Amma da mo kuka ƙara fitowa, aka ƙara ganin mutane. Kun dai ga sojoji ba ruwansu yanzu ba su fara wani wannan ba ko? To in muddin kun ci gaba da abin yanda ya kamata ana yin shi cikin lumana, to na gaya muku wallahi za ku ga abin da zai faru. Wannan tutan Rashiyan to ni ban sani ba, amma in shi ne hanyar mafita gare ku, ku ci gaba da ɗaga shi, wannan ba matsala ba ne, ni dai ban sani ba, but ku ci gaba da ɗaga shi, kuma ku ci gaba da sa wannan ɗinku kuna abu, ku ci gaba da fitowa yanda ya kamata. Ina ganin yanda mutane ke fitowa, ina ganin yanda ake cika titi. In kun fita ku je ku tara, kun san gidajensu, kun san inda suke zama, ku je ku tara hanyoyin gidajensu, ku shiga wuraren nan, ku tabbata cewar kun hana su fita. Da sun gan ku jami'an tsaron ai ko sun zo su 100 kun fito kun kai 1000 ai dole su koma. Bullet mutane nawa za ta kashe? Guda nawa banda kisan da aka riga aka muku na yunwa da sauransu, wani irin kuma kisa ya rage da ba a muku ba? Wani irin sace-sace ne, wani irin abu ne ba a yi ma arewa ba? To ku tabbata cewar kun rufe mutanen nan, kun kai musu su san cewar ba wasa kuka fito yi ba, dole sai sun yi wani abu. Shi Tinubun ya fito ya yi magana, kuma maganan da ya yi kaman bai gaya komai ba. To ku tabbata kun nuna mai cewar shi karamin dan iska ne. Wallahi ku fito, ku ci gaba da fitowa, in Allah yadda sai mun cima burinmu. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You have a very good one, Ahmed. But for the sake of our listeners, do you mind just give them the highlight of what you just said there?
Yeah, it's just a bit, you know, just put pressure for that thing where they do, you understand?
Right.
May they come out as they come out.
Yes.
The violence, this thing now waiting they want me then cause be that may they cause violence. So may they try avoid that violence. Once they avoid that violence, then they go reach where they go. Because these people they don't get any reason. As long as no violence, they don't get any reason for them to say they won't cause trouble. You know, they've been shown one video where they say that they shoot tear gas. These guys, they carry the tear gas, they return them, they throw them back. You understand? So you don't they show say as time goes on, you go be say how many you now won't kill. Oh yeah, we don't come out, kill us. How many of us now won't kill? So you go reach that point. But
and they will get to a stage whereby they will no longer have to just run. I mean, they won't run from your bullet anymore. They will run towards your bullets.
Of course, I can't tell them, see, you know, I can't tell them, see, until they add more pressure, more population of people until they come out. Once that population don't reach one stage, their body will tell them they go understand, say, no, be shiri. I mean, we go reach there now. We go reach there. No,
God will continue to
bless you,
Baba. Thank you so much. Okay.
Amen, my No,
that's Ahmed. It's a treasure, like a special treasure for us here on this platform. It's like, you know, two-edged sword or two-headed sword, kind of. Here is another caller, though. Yeah. Hello. Did I get you? Oh, I'm so sorry, right? People suffer from this a lot, where you manage to get through only for the network to deny you. Like you just be there hanging there and it says connecting. Let's hope this works. Hello there. Hello, sir. How are you?
Baba Mayegu, good evening from here.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm very well.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, and yourself?
Well, very well as well. Thank you very much for asking, sir.
How is your family and your kids?
We thank God for everything.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
We thank God.
Yes, sir.
My name is John. Eze, calling from Boston.
John from Boston. Yeah, I love this. Sir. You are becoming regular, sir. So here we are again.
Sir. I will bless you as usual. Papa Mayegu,
sir.
It shall be well with you.
He say,
may the Lord bless you and strengthen you.
He say,
this message you are giving to us, may the good Lord give you long life and empower you and give you more knowledge to deal with it. In the name of Chukwu Gabiama. I will go straight, fast,
please,
so that I will not waste time because a lot of people will be calling.
Trust
now,
me.
I will give you one thing. What happened in Bangladesh today? This woman had been in power for 15 years.
Yes.
He ruled life of Bangladesh citizens. But when the people rise up, stood up and say enough is enough, they ate today in her palace, her own building. They ate today, they scattered, they destroyed everything. And the soldiers of Bangladesh was begging them, please, it's enough. Please, it's enough. Please, it's enough. You see, when this is going to happen, there will be a prophecy given to you, to give you a warning that, didn't we give you a notice? Deaf ear. Deaf ear.
And that's what power does to them. Power makes them feel like they are God, you know?
He will be in the history that him will destroy Nigeria. And is a close. I am talking about close. But my encouragement to the Northern brothers, because the hardship is too much.
Honestly.
Gesheku, Mutani Kaduna, Mutani Kano, Mutani Zamfara, Mutani Sokoto, Mutani Jos. They get naneka down the sheet. Nagesheka chi Chigaba the Aikinka. Chigaba the Aikidin. Numa Yakashifa. Chigaba the Aikinka. Baka Duba Akasa. Amaduba Ahaka. Agi Abu Mutani Yaje. Baka Jauri. Zeka Mutufa. Baka Jauri Kida. Kajeka Karaparait. Tinka. Kaini right nai. Barait Tinubu, Barait Wikebafa, Barait Ababifa, writing Kakina Sa Dokashi, Kajika Dokarai Tishifa, Nagiamuko, Kachiga Bada Aikinka, Anlaina Koreka, Anlanagiamuka, Kachigaba, Kadoka, Kadoka writing, singing right, Barait government Baba. Nagesheka, Chigabada Aiki, Anlaka, Anlabamusa, Anlekazikinka. Anle Kara Azginka, Anle Kara Azginka, Anle Kara Azginka, Anle Bam Musafa. My message to the Rivers people, we have been suffering enough. Let this protest ginger people. Let this peaceful protest ginger us. It's like what you show today in your afternoon program about Redeemed Church or whatever church. Look at which multitude of people that could have threw into Assholerock.
Peacefully.
They are doing different things.
Peacefully. Nobody would take them for granted.
But I'm believing that my own encouragement to everybody, Southwest, East, North, let this be is something that we are doing to preserve our children, our great-grandchildren, our great-grandchildren to come. Our parents did not be able to fight it to this end. But I'm supporting them. I'm praying for them.
Thank you, Johnny.
Everything that's been lost will be recovered. They should not back down. This opportunity is opportunity that come from God. One more thing.
It must not be blown.
Nandekalo is there. Mazen Nandekalo is there praying. No one knows what he's facing. But I believe that Almighty God will grant that man a successful trip in the name of Chukwu Gabiama. He said, you have a wonderful day. And keep on your good work. May the Lord bless you. Bye.
Have a good one on you too, okay? Thanks so much, sir. That's John from Boston, by the way. So I have another caller. Yeah. Hello.
Thanks so much, sir. That's John from Boston.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello,
Maye
sir.
Baba.
Irumole. Baba.
Maye Baba.
Irumole. Baba. How are you, sir?
Number me mo tún fi dá mo lè mọ̀ pé number tí bí yẹn mo ti try.
Yeah.
Ẹ̀dín task ká mi jọ kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Mo ní pé mo ń gbìyànjú kò wọlé mo ní mo dẹ̀ lo number. Number méjì mo ń lò bàbá. Number méjì mo ń lò. I tell you now, I go collect this sky because of your program.
You did well. You collected sky.
I collected sky. No, na 3 network I dey use.
Right.
I tell you now, the other time I call in, I say I just go collect sky. Because your daughter here now, sky she they use. Even that you always listening to you will be disturbing. You'll be trying. Go and take sky. How much is it? I'm going to contract sky. Money phone, you see. So good evening, my good brother.
Good evening, sir. Day 5,
how
the
is
5 is done and
Egbekegbe
dusted.
and my children?
Baba, they are fine. Oh, thanks so much.
No, say first, I will first ask to follow up them because I must appreciate Egbekegbe because they use it.
I know.
Coming out in the afternoon, in the night, with the family, days, Baba. I don't know how you do it. I won't lie to you, but God is your strength.
Well,
to me,
I'm still here. I really complain.
As we speak in Yoruba, we speak in Pidgin English. We all of us go understand.
Go for
Baba, we don't tell them. Say Nigeria na time bomb. I don't give them examples several times on this platform. You know those knockouts where they blow when they small, where they red, where they get rope. So when you spark matches, you light up. The rope go the burn small. So now the thing don't explode. There's nothing they can do about it. This is not protest again. This is pure revolution.
It's building, Baba.
Anyone, I'm telling you, this is revolution. Nothing. And to all those send me urgent 2K, my southwest, my Yoruba people. May I be Yoruba man? No, at the talk, I know they had I be confirmed Egbama. You understand me? I be confirmed Igbore man from Abeokuta. So I know they hide my identity. You understand me? For all those Olori Buruko Male Yoruba, don't power more column Male, don't support Tinubu, don't so. Baba, if we go check our history, people in
unfortunate, honestly.
Why Ibulati Kweromiru, people?
Ògiri wa lanu lẹ Yorùbá alangba wọnú ẹ ni o àwọn ọmọ alẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dàgbà o ṣe get ni àwọn ọmọ alẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ló ń dalẹ̀ Yorùbá rú yàn o.
Baba, when I listen to Farutimi, broadcast the other time, Baba, I nearly shed tears when that man they analyze say why on are they because of Tinubu one person. You my Yoruba brothers, they gaslight the Igbo. So these people do on that. If we say make we check on, Baba, I don't talk on before on this program. Me, when I did small, my father I go hand over me. To one Igbo, my name now Emeka Okoye is from Ukpo village. I know him village very well for Newi. I go learn spare parts for a hand. Now in flat at the state. Now through him I take become everything I become. If they live from my father area there. Now the kind of relationship we will get with the Igbo will be that. But these people they just come because of the power we they want, because of the evil mind we they get. Just they project us as if they we not be the kind culture, the kind of Yoruba people where me I grew up to know. Because in the history of Yoruba, we never get issue with Igbo people before. Nothing like that. Until when these people come with all this their rubbish, all this their nonsense, evil attitude. The only people where I believe say they get issue with sometimes. Now from my granny area, maybe I get side, Yoruba Tausanja, you understand me? Or all this Idiaraba side, you understand me? But I never hear them before. Say we are Igbo people.
It's all for politics.
And now these people, now then still they make most of the Nigeria economy still dey stand. Go everywhere. Now them dominate everywhere. You understand me? Most of our Yoruba
That's
people
the reason why
when they
the
do
lazy Ronukus who are looking forward to become homeowners after selling their family land, right? So they are looking forward to become homeowners without building a house. That is, if they can let the Igbos go.
Ngba tó máa lè tó bá ta lè bàbí àtọmọ àbílẹ̀ ìyẹ́ ọmọ Igbo tán. You go now they talk say ọmọ Igbo can't take my house. They can't take our land.
You get that?
These people they are really fucking bastards. I'm telling you.
No, that's why you have to know. We just have to remind them, okay? We know the Omuales in Yoruba. These ones, they are the Omuales Yoruba land, okay? They don't give a damn about themselves. They don't give a damn about Yoruba land. They don't give a damn about the Yoruba people. All they care about is that of APC and thiefnubu. Everything else is secondary, and that can be the real Yorubas. And Omuale Dede. They are here. But they are fizzling out little by little. Sure you get.
To my Nigerians, yeah, they go face them. And to my Nigerians, people in the north side, the Zanga. I beg, make on put more fire. Make everything popoye. Everybody.
Bonnet. Yeah, I mean, they've killed a lot of them, you know.
But another thing, we say, I beg, if I met Colin tomorrow, if you address this thing where I want to talk in Hausa to the Northern people say, the same thing where Kenya people do, make them still practice. Anybody where they kill from now, make them they put their cops, they carry and go the protest ground. Maybe they won't kill people now. Then go chop their cops, then go chop the dead body. Make them begin move and go there. If they feel collect her. Baba.
Thank you so much, Rumour.
You're welcome, Gary.
You have a good
I
one.
greet everybody in the house. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you very much.
That's Rumour, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. I have another caller. Okay. So I know some of you Abobakus, right? For real. But how do you do it? How do you cope? Like, somebody is someone that what it does is to make you miserable all the time, because you know what I do all the time? I expose the criminals you call leaders in that contraption. Like, I do that all the time. I will never get tired of doing that until they are all gone and destroyed. Do you know what that means? Like, I am walking towards seeing them destroyed. Yeah, totally destroyed. So why would you then come onto Mayegun's Diary Political to come and make yourself unhappy when you know that this is what this guy represents? The enemies of Nigeria, the criminals destroying Nigeria, dividing Nigeria, I want them destroyed. I don't have that power to destroy them, so I decided to use their iniquities against them. Have you not noticed? What I do every day on Mayegun's Diary Political is just to show to people how evil the criminals in charge of Nigeria, how evil they are. I don't even have to make up any story about them. How can you come to Mayegun's Diary Political and begin to feel like you can abuse me and that will count for anything? Do you really think I am somebody who wish them well? I don't wish thiefnubu and co. I don't wish them well. But I know I don't have the power to do anything to them. I do not have it. But I can show their victims what they are doing, what thiefnubu and co. are doing to their victims. Here you get. So one day, if their victims pounce on them, you know, say if they destroy thiefnubu and gang, all of them all together. Now then the whole, now then the voodoo where they take, lock you up and your brain, the poverty voodoo. Now then it go break. You're sure you now. I'm not your right now. I told people every night. I said, if you have anything about these guys that you respect at all, we can't be friends. One day, soon, people like us are going to come down to Yoruba land, and we're going to walk on the ashes of the destruction of these people. We are going to come and see the ashes. This is not going to last. Just give it up already. Okay, give it up already. I have a caller. They have been there for a while, so I'm so sorry I kept you there for now. Okay. Hello there.
Bye, Baba.
Yes, sir. How are you?
How you doing? How you doing? I'm fine.
Baba, I just do. I know pass my passage. I did my side.
So, well, this Nigeria they call you from. The main war front that they call you from. So
tell me about it, Baba. Which side you there?
Now Lagos. Now where else again? Now Lagos. Now.
But I see, Baba. When I see people wait talk to me from Nigeria like this, I always kind of see you guys differently. You know what I call you? The most valuable, the most valuable people that you can come across. Because listen, to survive in that place and remain normal, now special gift to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it is well. So how you doing, Baba?
I did fine. Well, those I thank you a lot for what you're doing. You know, I follow you. In fact, you are the main person. You are the main person that gives us the 411 of what's really happening here.
God bless you.
You know, because I'm one of those. We are one of those that really had hopes things were going to change. But at least for me, I think it's just dawning on Tinubu and his gang now that 1 year has gone and they've not really done anything.
They need more than propaganda to run Nigeria.
They can't pinpoint anything they have done. And I expected him to afford this with good governance. But it's not just coming up. And we keep this thing that is happening in the north now. We are just watching it. We are just really watching. And we just don't know where the hope is going to come from. We do not just know. We do not. People are really suffering here.
For this tension to calm down, Baba, it's for Tinubu to say, okay, guys, you know what? I understand that we've messed up, okay? Let's go back to the old price of the petrol. Let's go back to the old electricity.
Just give people a little bit of hope of what they will hold on.
Make I work out the rest, okay? So I beg, no vex, everybody. Baba, people go, they leave the streets. Even if they call them, say, let's continue the protest. Some will say, I don't buy petrol for 180 for my side. Baba, see me, I think we should give him time. But you're not offering anything. You are threatening people. Like, are you for real?
Yeah. Even in his speech, he kept saying more. They were making more money. But the more money they are making is for themselves and not for the people. You know, the more money they were doing, it's just for themselves.
They say they collect more money.
Yeah.
Who is making the more money other than the governors?
Of course, they are the ones using it.
And I go give them 570 billion. If they promise them from that speech, say may they share the money to poor people. Like, are these guys actually in reality? Are they living in reality, or they are just living in
we are tired of the country, but we keep appreciating people like you that keep enlightening us. Thank God for social media. If not, if you are those NTA days, nobody's going to know what's happening. Nobody will know.
No.
Things has changed. Like today now, we know what's happening in Kano, we know what's happening in Kaduna.
Everywhere.
So we really thank you and really appreciate you and keep the good work going on.
Thanks so much, brother. Okay.
Thank you.
And you keep yourself safe as well. Okay. Yeah, something good is on its way, and it will be caused by the people themselves.
Yeah.
Stay safe, man. Right?
Yes.
Good one. So that's a caller from Lagos, Nigeria. So I do have another caller as well. Okay, let's take that. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, my good Baba. This
Yes,
is David calling from Texas.
Say that again.
Yeah,
Chris.
boy. David.
Oh,
David calling
David.
from Texas.
Bless you. How you doing?
Calling
today,
from Texas.
I know.
I'm doing well, man. I missed you 2 days ago, and I tried to call in. I couldn't get you through. So
and look at yourself now. You're able to get through even in the
2 days.
busiest night.
And even yesterday I tried to, but I couldn't get there. All right.
You are here now.
So
David.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Zanga Zanga.
The Zanga Zanga season.
It's the Zanga Zanga. So this time around, I wanted to touch on it. 2 days ago, you had a caller that was saying about that we're not going to get anything out of the riot or the protest.
This is just a waste
and
of time.
An African Wahala told him that. Said something, and I wanted to contribute so much that 2 days ago I couldn't get him. Yesterday I tried again, but today anyway.
Go for it.
Anyway, today now I'll go with all those your clips of your Moyubo saw pleasure to one thing. So right now, no you so you go no
pleasure to one. Let me
saw. You see one thing I see that is in this country,
yes,
Nigeria. Because you see the South. They are the most evil traitors in the world. When I say South, Southeast, Southwest, South.
Entire South.
You see the entire South. You see that all of our leaders, all of them are backsliders. They can bribe you, you kill your brother. And that is how they came into South and destroyed South. That we are the king of Nigeria, king of Africa, but we can't do anything meaningful together. They will always divide us because they know that we're all backsliders. See what the northern youth, even though we know this day is going to come, because that's why the North always want to grab power so they can be controlling these people that they have turned to Amajiri. But now Tinubu is there now. Tinubu have used one kind of 419 on them. They are not getting what they are getting again for them to be blocking their ass. All the
and they seem to have lost the control of the same people they used to control now.
Exactly. And now they're on the road. You see, they cannot even come out and speak. Normally, if they were the one on the rule, they will say anything, abuse anybody, nobody will say anything.
You are even talking about abuse, David, right? Remember 6 days ago, they were all pulling the Agbada left, right, and center, telling us that the North will never protest. The North, we have spoken to our people. Our people are not interested in any protest. Let them be now.
And one thing with these South people, until one day we are going to revolt against our leaders that are always betraying us. We need to start holding them on their own clothes and squeeze their neck. This is the only opportunity they have now to restructure that fucking country. This is the opportunity they have now to restructure it and change that constitution so that everybody will be on his own and will respect ourselves. But they'll go there and go
break
for
up
4 years
Nigeria now and save lives. All of you elites, join hands and break up this contraption now, or else now blood will take demarcation. The
most useless.
David, you see the Fulani elites, the Hausa elites, Kanuri and the rest of them from northern Nigeria. When the northerners will grab their leaders, now their blood they will take it back and say now our demarcation. And your own be that. And it will go on.
With the South, we're always playing with our own leaders because there's something you always teach us in this your platform, and all these things are coming to pass. We always love our own team.
Oppress us differently. Yes, we love our teams.
We love our own teams every time because this is our opportunity, and they can still bribe somebody to come up and say no protest.
They are already doing that. They are already doing it.
Can you imagine? And in his own mind, he thinks he's doing those people outside there, but he doesn't care about tomorrow.
No.
These southern leaders, standards of the elite, senators, representatives, governors. This is your time now to call off this thing and restructure Nigeria, restructure the constitution. This is your time now. Because I know where this thing is going now, the army will take over. And when the army take over, you will all lose it to restructure this country again. This is your time now. Stop being selfish. Stop thinking about all the money you have looted, how you want to enjoy it. You will not live to enjoy it. I swear to God, you will not live to enjoy it. This is the time now you need to save us from dying. Save this country, restructure this country, change this constitution.
They have the last chance now. They do.
This is your chance. You're all quiet now. Thinking that it will die down, so you come back again. Go to Abuja and be eating money. You will all suck blood, all of you.
It's a matter of time. Tell them,
very wicked people. The South leaders, that the most wicked people, that the vampire we have. They don't have conscience at all.
No.
Because all their children is in abroad. All their wealth is in abroad. They don't care. Even the Amajiri, the Hausa people, you see how they're not quiet. They all run away to Dubai. Because Dubai is very close to them.
Thank you so much.
Look at those kids, the way they are breaking down bricks, picking up irons. To show how hungry they've trained all these children. And how can we tell these people? How can we train these people back again to put them to normal life?
I don't think we can, but we can start somewhere.
These guys are savages. They will eat people like those monkeys. When you start having a soldier of 9-year-old.
David, right?
Yes.
You see all those slabs in Maiduguri where that they are taking out and breaking because of the iron rod inside. Slabs on gutters.
My friend, I was showing this to a white friend here. He said, "How can these kids break those bricks? These guys are savages. If this guy will touch them, they will tear you.
That's what they make of them.
They will tear them.
Savages.
Oh man, well, let me just.
You've done well, David. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
God bless you, Baba. You have a good one. My regards to our people in in Houston, by the way.
I will.
You have a good one yourself.
All right.
Lovely. So I have another caller, but I have a reminder also. I know we've dropped down from nearly 4,000. Now we are still in a very stable number. If you haven't really liked this broadcast yet, please do. We only have about 30 minutes to go. And after taking this call, the remaining minutes may be less than 20. So please like the broadcast if you haven't already. Here is my next caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello,
sir.
Baba?
Yeah, Ekale.
Ekale.
Yeah, Alafia Lawa. Alafia Lawa. Yinko Shewakwa.
Alafia Neo. Thank you very much, Baba. Please.
Thanks to God. So we have been actually watching your program for a very long time, especially my brother, who is always like putting your program every night, and it's very wonderful because of what you always discuss, what you talk about, and at this period of time, on Saturday, I was in a gathering of Nigerians, and we talked about this protest, what is going on. And my own summit, I actually took out something, a point which I told them. The point was what? I said, we Nigerians living in the diaspora, we are also part of the people holding Nigeria together as of today. And the reason is, most Nigerians as of today have one or two people in the diaspora that are sending money back to them.
That's right.
So at this period now, if people doesn't see this protest as something benefiting for them, if they see it as like because now as you can see, we are Yorubas, and they make it especially on Twitter, they make it look like what's it called, a tribal problem. You see Yorubas who are actually supporting the government, while there are some Yorubas who doesn't support. But right now, majority of some Yoruba youths are actually with Tinubu because why? He is a Yoruba man.
I know. So
now, I gave them the point. I said, if we in this diaspora stop sending money to these people in Nigeria, let's just agree, like we are in the month of August, from now to December. Let's see if that country will not scatter. Let's see if those are our family members.
Right, Baba.
If those are our family members that doesn't want to come out and protest. Let's see if they will not be the one, though they will be the ones to be at the front line of that protest. Because
I told my own family members, right? And I am waiting for any of them that is, I don't know if they are attending their protest yet. However, I am just waiting for one of them to sleep and be like, oh, did you attend the protest today? And say, no, me, protest came. What you concern me with protest? I had a long time one year. Because that's where you can deal with these people, to let them know that if Nigeria is working, right, all of us living abroad, at least, we can enjoy this abroad. Now, you see all those people who went abroad in the 80s, in the 90s. There were those people who actually enjoyed abroad. They didn't have a phone. There was no internet. So they were working hard, making good money and all of that. They could decide what to do with it at the time. Now that Nigeria don't propose, majority of us who are so young today are working too much. Not because we are building projects in Nigeria, but feeding our people.
Feeding home. We are working to.
So we are going to work. If things continue like this, we are going to work until we break apart. Then we realize that we've got nothing to show for the work. and you're abroad.
And the spirit of entitlement of these people is even alarming.
It's even scary.
Now you go outside to go and protest. I was on Twitter before while watching your program. I was also on Twitter going through what is going on, and then I saw where they said Tinubu is trying to share 570 billion naira to state governors. So I was surprised, like, okay, people are protesting for a country reform, and you are running a palliative government. Which we know that these figures now, this 570 billion now is just a figurehead. We just heard about the figure. But then behind, we know they are still the one who is still going to share the money among themselves.
Share now.
So
just
who is lying
for
to
money
who?
for the boys? And now.
Who is lying to who? And when you they don't want to die. But then what are they living for in Nigeria exactly? Because me, I still don't understand. What are they living for in Nigeria?
Somebody said that I don't want to lose my life. Oh. You want them to kill me. And I say, but now life we meaningful. Now in that they protect. In Nigeria today, life is almost nothing. I mean, you can easily tell and say whose life is more valuable than the other. You can easily tell.
Exactly.
Which life are you protecting? The one that can snatch from you any moment.
Snatch from you at any time. Exactly. Exactly.
Anyway, we thank God for those who have shown strength and courage and beat their fear by going out there, because I can imagine it is not that easy. But if if you are not comfortable going out, it's because maybe you are not suffering. We hope you don't wait till you suffer.
I believe if Dangote can be feeling the heat right now, then who is that we are not even making a million naira?
If a old Dangote lose weight in 1 week because of these criminals, who I be? Who am I? Who am I? Who the hell Nigeria go take you. Nigeria go touch you. You go scream, God, why me? I don't think it's good for anybody to wait till Nigeria happen to them before they scream, why me? Join us. Let's chase these criminals.
I can say Nigeria is already happening to everybody. Right now. Even we in the diaspora, we are collecting. Because why? We are the ones suffering. We are the ones suffering for. We are the ones carrying them at our back.
Taxes.
We are the one holding them at our back. Like you see people. I just feel pity for those that go to the UK. You see them walking like a goat. They go from morning till night. They night shift. Yeah, this one shift, that one shift, and then at the end, they don't even have the money for themselves.
I mean, I know few people who came to this country, right? And where they are sharing their story of that time that you just walk. Okay. And then all by yourself, right? You do not really have a lot of people to even talk to. You don't even have any in some instances. And then they will sit down, lonely in the room. And then they will just let everything out. Cry. So when they talk to me, sometimes, just like, man, Mayegun. For me to feel better, I can't tell you, Mayegun, if you know how many times I would just wake up in the middle of the night and I would just be crying. What is this life? What kind of life is this, for goodness sake? I do not even have any time for myself. Nigeria will kill you, whether you run away or not.
I can remember there was, I think it was Buhari regime. I got when they beat Ekweremandu in Germany during the Yam Festival.
Yeah.
I have this rage in me that I was saying, at least every one of us in the diaspora, we know, even though we don't know each other, we don't know every one of us, but there are some people who actually know some of the children of these senators, ministers, in their schools, in their neighborhoods.
They know where they live.
If we get to a time,
and they live in the same place with them.
It will get to a time whereby we will start pouncing on those children.
And now start making examples of them.
That time will come. We will start to visit each and everybody one by one, because the money they are using to go to that school, living that large life, now the money that is supposed to be, they are supposed to be using in that
money
country.
That can put hundreds of children in school is what they are spending on some of their children that will never even add any value to Nigeria. That's the one.
No, they are training those children for future for replacement.
To replace them. Yes,
exactly.
Add no value to the people.
They are
add no value
them
to the country.
So they make their family wealth multiply.
I get you.
That is just what they are doing.
The anger of the oppressed is already brewing, Baba. It's unraveling. We have no idea how far this is going to go, but I can tell
people are suffering. Even
if you are pretending, Baba, if they give you money, by the time they leave, you yourself go tell yourself, which life it is.
Which life it is?
Which kind of life it is?
Ashara àwọn tó mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ l'Abuja ní north yẹn tí wọ́n fún ní 5,000 naira. After they gave it to them, those guys, there was one who came outside and said, this money safe to buy Gary safe. He cannot buy Gary. And we are seeing a placard of no protest. And these guys, from that no protest to they were already protesting.
Anyway, Baba.
So
thank you.
Thanks
a lot. Okay.
Regularly, because we follow the program almost all night.
Yeah, if you always have the time, give it a shot, okay? Because people like yourself might have come across something. Sure, you get. We say even myself don't I'd forgotten. And then you call him, you add it to it, and then all of us just kind of benefit from the whole package. So thank you. Baba, okay.
No,
have a good one.
Cheers.
So I have another caller. Now we have we actually have 15 minutes to go though, right? But because we didn't start early, so we'll probably have 20. Here is another caller. Hello. Oh, did I? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll get you back again. Did I get you now? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Tinubu.
Yes, sir.
I agree to. I can see your handwork. I'm fine, my brother, and yours.
We thank God, though. I'm here.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can say yes. Keep on update us. You are current. You are current. You are digging them out.
Bless. Here we are, Baba.
Yes.
Mazi.
Yes, this is what we are hoping for. Let that country break up. Everybody go their way. Forget about people talking about blood. Any flag they like, they'll carry. Even in Pakistan, before these people used to carry Palestinians in flag. They ran a flag.
And nobody.
Any different, they have flag this flag.
Now it is Russia.
Let them carry any flag they like. Let them carry. What we need is to scatter the country. Everybody going away. Nothing again. Let every region start to catching their own teeth.
Yes.
This is what they're supposed to start doing now. Let every region start to catching their own teeth. Catching them. You know where they are living. You know where they are living. The one that's in the country, catching them. That's a revolution, nothing again, no.
Yep.
We don't enter revolution. I have seen it. Yes.
Now only thing
let them start catching their teeth.
The only thing we go delay now when thiefnubu wake up tomorrow morning and say, everybody, I am sorry. Oh yeah, the petrol is this or that now, then he can delay it. But I don't want him to be sorry. I want him to remain at that.
Not to say it, to implement it immediately. As implement the national anthem.
You get and he won't do it.
Yes.
He won't do it.
Yes. Immediately. We don't need talk. Yes.
They know do
we don't need talk. Nigeria, he have talked to Nigeria too much. Nigeria need actions.
Yes.
So this what we need. Even Tinubu speak now, say the food have come. Be sure that that food have he have implemented immediately. Yes. Nothing again. These people are criminals.
Yeah.
They have nothing to offer.
No.
This is fraud people. This is all criminals. A drug dealer with a Boko Haram terrorist. Two of them. If Nigeria is a country, those two people handle the country.
No
a criminal, a drug dealer with a Boko Haram sponsor.
Two of them want to it go destroy country. You know the build country.
They will destroy these criminals. No, everybody know. Even Tinubu himself know. He know why Tinubu is crying. Wow. Tinubu buy the president with his money. Tinubu have already tell people. Say, I bought this president with my money. Tinubu buying, so Tinubu have nothing to offer. Nothing is in the head. It's only that he believes in that money that he has thief. He has gathered the whole Nigeria. He has thieved all the Lagos state money. Now he take it and put a presidential seat.
Person we build Nigeria and we build Lagos. Don't scatter Nigeria now.
That is which a thief. A thief what he did. Tinubu is a criminal. He's a tax collector. Let him return all the tax that he has collected the whole Lagos and the whole Nigeria. He's a criminal. Tinubu have nothing to offer. Let these people that worship him, because they are getting something. You know, some people is where their belly first, they first the belly to collect something. When the time reaches, they will leave Tinubu on. Tinubu, they will hold Tinubu. Tinubu is a criminal. Tinubu have nothing to offer. Go to check the history. Yes, it's a 3 years coming. The time will come. Even that soldier, the chief commander, Musa, that follow him. Musa will be there. Small Fulani will take the government. I'm telling you to do. Small Fulani soldier.
And now?
They will control him. He will just go there.
And it won't be the fault of anybody. How dare you be so overconfident that you told people who came out in this large number to go home because you said so? Who the hell are you?
Don't mind them. They think that they have captured Nigeria as they captured Lagos State. That's what he's thinking. Yes, he's just been there deceiving himself. Yes, these criminals that follow him, this military and the IG, they will deceive him. Small little boy, a low-rank officer, a Fulani will take the government soon. Look at, if this thing continues, that stupid Musa, that general, small boy will take the government.
What would it take you? Nothing. But you are planning to kill more Nigerians. Is he going to kill them?
Small boy will take the government
and then come back later. Mazi.
Just watching.
Is he going to kill them now? And after a week, after killing like 100 people or 200 people, he will now come back and come reverse them? Is that then that he's going to come back and then reverse this thing? After killing like Abi?
No. Don't worry. You don't know what he's doing. All of them will put themselves in problem. Instead of them to identify Tinubu, so do something. Let's work together. Let's just cut everything these people need. Immediately. He will stay there doing like he has power. Small boy, little boy will take the power. I'm telling you the truth. Small boy, Fulani in the military will take this power from their hands.
Yes.
Yes, they will take it. Yes. They will take it for their hands. For these stupid people. Don't mind them.
Turn around later, go turn to the Arunukus and say, oh,
yes, come on.
So they are betraying Yoruba.
He will tell you
a Yoruba man that has the power to make your life better right now. He's telling you he can't do it.
Don't mind them.
He can't do it. Okay.
No. They can't deceive us again. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
And you.
Okay. I think we only have just about 10 minutes to go. I can still take maybe 2 more calls and then we'll call it a night here. Hello. Baba.
Lucky from Canada.
Lucky from Canada.
Baba,
how lucky am I? Baba?
You are very lucky, Baba.
God bless you.
I can say thank you for what you are doing, for the update and everything.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that,
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I just want to say 1 or 2 things, Yeah, Baba. I said the war just they start small, you understand? And this Baba Tinubu doesn't know what he has put himself into. You understand? Now, this thing goes spread from the north. Why did I say so? Now, the north, they'll be like, make I not say they will be. Now, when they don't face one way, all of them will go that direction. And now, to make them good, now, say maybe they are pressing there for power. You understand? Yeah. When Buhari did for power that time, they feel use one way, tell them, say, we not do anything because now the person did there. But right now Baba Tinubu did for there now. So they don't say, man, this man, they favor them the way they favor them before. So now there the thing to complain spring up. And one thing I even like again is that this our Agbadorians, the amount don't shut up, Before when you post something. Yes, now before when you post something like it, they will just attack you and say they're divorce. But right now, once you talk, they will look you. They don't go to defend their papa again because themselves now, not them and they will pass. Then they feel a pass. I would like to. They are the one feeling it the most. You understand? Yeah. So me, they appear at the thing they do.
You see, Lucky. I think the reason why a lot of them feel it that much is because somehow, I don't know where that came from. They actually genuinely think thiefnubu will change Nigeria. Do you know that? Like, forget about all these. People giving them money and all of that. There are actually some of them who genuinely believe that thiefnubu will assemble some very, very intelligent people going to change Nigeria too. And Baba, I said they believe us. So all this attack that they attack you, all those things, Now because they see you, they blind, they see.
Exactly.
How do you hate Tinubu that much that you can't see his intelligence? You can't see the kind of people you can discover? That broke their heart so much, eh?
I'll be a good boy. I live close to Alauta where Tinubu they play, so I know all the things they happen. At the point when Obasa wants to do in chairmanship, now we for a group they carry the placard. So Obasa one, Oligbogo one. They start from Oligbogo community. Now we they go Agege, go they risk our life that time. But when I come see this whole thing, man, this man, now their pocket they fight, but they don't fight for anybody. Now their own pocket, now I draw back. The then councillor of my area, Tunde Adenuga, called me one time. He said, "Look, yeah, he won't give me job." I said, "Which job?" He said, "Look, I can't do Kai." I said, "Kai, you go put up with make your brother do Kai." Look, I can't do Kai.
Hey,
that then I don't think they are not ready for anything.
They don't get any plan for anybody. They just use everyone.
Yes, now. Like you said, we love our oppressors differently. You understand? I have some people. I still have some people here in Canada still supporting this same government. Now, tell one of them say, the Nigeria are good. Now you Japan can do students after you don't get BS, you come here, come to do PGT.
Yeah, come to do PGT, do other things as well, just to get away from Nigeria.
Exactly, just to get away from Nigeria. Why don't you stay in Nigeria and do it? My Baba, keep on with the good work, Jerry. We're there with you.
Thank you so much, Lucky, right? Keep holding forth, and then not all of us keep holding ground because very soon.
Yeah, so we did on Thursday and yesterday too. We did in Canada here.
Thank you so much. Okay, because very soon we're going to make a clarion call globally. We are watching. Once it reaches that stage and thiefnubu's army begin to kind of kill these people, then we are going to activate the global campaign where we are going to occupy all of the Nigerian embassy. All over the world, wherever you are, call everybody and occupy the place, okay? And shut everything down. Baba, God bless you. You stay safe, okay? Nice one, Lucky. Yes, Baba. So that's a Lucky from Canada. It's serious. It's a serious issue, right? Whereby a lot of people are still intending to act, okay? A lot of us who left that contraption years ago. I've been contemplating of going back to the place, but with all of this happening, who really want to go back to a place where they could snuff your life out of you just like that? Now, people who are supposed to have returned back to benefit their different communities, they have different villages and the rest of that, with investment and jobs. People wanted to build back home, build businesses and retire back there. They have all been canceling that plan now. Do you know who is losing? Our people are losing because of these criminals in this contraption, right? I have another caller who is going to be my last caller this evening. Here. Hello there.
But my goodness, your guy, Adiola.
Adiola, Papa. How are you?
I'm very well. I don't go to stay. Since I've been last caller, I just give you.
Now let's get down to it, Baba.
Just enjoy some vibes.
On this day 5 right now, from day 6, Nigeria will begin to really experience the economic.
Nigeria will never be the same again. It will never be the same again. It will never be the same again. See, Baba, that model is broken. That one of say you won't put your children to perpetuate what you have been doing since. That time has passed. That model has changed. People don't understand that the signs and the times that we are living in. This protest has woken up a lot of people. The hunger in the land is the only correcting tool. Things will never ever be the same again. See, even these 10 days that they are doing is just the beginning of the unrest. The interpretation is people would not take it anymore. People would not take it anymore. It is going to get worse until we'll have that conversation and how to ditch this unitary system and how to now forge to dissolve this union. Because now people are aware that this system does not work. Hello?
I'm with you, Baba.
Yeah, so the system does not work. So people should understand that, this is the beginning of the end. So even after the 10 days, people's consciousness is alive. It's no longer dead anymore. You can't just come up and say you want to sell crude oil in Naira. All those kind of gimmicks you want to give.
All those announcements, all those pronouncements with nothing, to back them. Student loan, a trader loan, and all that nonsense, man. Nah.
No. See, they've sown. Now this is the harvest. So we're not harvesting dystopia as a nation. So there isn't any quick fix. So if you're going to come up and announce that, oh, there's CNG gas, you're going to, no. Those things are medium-term solutions. Not even short-term. They are medium-term solutions.
Right now. You're talking about CNG buses.
It's rice now. They are sharing rice. That's the only solution. It's rice. That's the only thing they're going to share. It's just share rice.
He gave them rice.
Share rice.
They said that no good road is shared rice. No security is shared rice.
Share rice.
Naira is crashing. Is shared rice.
It's fine to keep on sharing. See, Michael, I'm sure years ago when I made that statement that Tinubu's government is a government of tokenism. Yes. So if you are sharing rights, you are sharing tokens. These are just mere tokens. You've cornered everything. I mentioned it clearly that this guy's presidency, if he becomes Nigerian president, will be a government of tokenism. And he has lived up to that billing.
You actually said that repeatedly many times, man.
It's a government of tokenism, whereby you will get the best for yourself and your family members, and you now share tokens. What are the tokens? Rice. What is token? 70,000 naira in a minimum wage. Even
buy a bag of rice.
Even that 70K.
So they have to Adiola, they said, oh, the government is asking you to come and negotiate. You need to dialogue. You be like, they swear for you. Dialogue. NLC dialogue for over a year. Last from 600,000 naira, now 70,000 naira then collect. Who the dialogue with Kolu? No dialogue with Willie. Dialogue you care.
That model is broken, but that model is the broken model.
Dialogue with them. What did they get?
No, see, Baba, what we are seeing now, like I said before, you've planted the seeds of inequality and poverty. Now it has now come to the harvest. So they shouldn't be shouting and crying, no. We are harvesting what you've sown. You didn't invest. You took all the best for your family members and your cronies. So now it's now harvest time. That's why
you failed to invest in their education, invest in the people directly. They were they were constructing buildings that they would never really put to use, right? Now they are building roads that they will never really complete. Okay. So the people have no real skill, no education, no money, nothing. And you're angry that they are destroying the properties you build. Are you joking?
No, it's not hocus pocus. So, Michael, do you know what? There was one comment you made and you backed it up with statistics in terms of secondary school classrooms and primary school classrooms. That statistics is a damning one. That private schools has outbuilt Lagos State. Just using Lagos State as a sample size, private schools has outbuilt spaces for children. That particular evidence,
modern spaces,
it tells you that the gulf between the have and the have not, the inequality will be wide.
It's massive now.
Because that is statutory. Every government has some level of statutory obligation. Whereby that is the thing they are meant to do. That is their job. You cannot allow, you can't allow, the private sector to be the one that has the upper hand
now to beat you
for education.
Your standard should be the standard that everybody actually build on. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, government. In this school, right? They have private schools in the UK, but none of them is any way. At the most, is that they will probably be equal to the public schools, right? But
no,
you can never say
I've done the math.
You can never say, public school in the UK is who goes to private school in the UK? Who really goes there?
Chairman, that one I'll just probably lead this night with that statistic because I have the statistics at hand.
Go on, please.
The average private school in the UK is 25 grand, right? That's per child per term. Yes. Maybe secondary school, but per secondary school, because I volunteered in secondary school one time. Per secondary school, the government pays £5,000 per child per year. Around probably slightly more than that, maybe slightly more than that. But it shows you that a child's outcome in private school is still vastly different from a child in normal public schools in UK. 6 out of 10 are from private schools that you find in Oxford and in Cambridge.
Yeah,
so it is still
those historical. Even those ones are.
It's still damning.
You get,
but if you have the grit if you have the grit and determination with the public school funding, you can still make the best of yourself.
Yes.
You can still, so there is still opportunity. You can still make the best of it, but the government is still paying £5,000 per year for a child. Grammar schools, there's slightly more than that. So there is concerted effort to still do it better. But in this case, if you take the maths for Nigerians funding public schools and private, Baba, everywhere supposed to scatter since.
You get I mean, like, can we even ask any state governor, like, for example, can we ask any state governor to give us the number of pupils in their own school and other, secondary school students,
and how much they are paying per child,
and tell us how much they are actually paying to putting towards their education per child?
I can bet you,
because probably
See, but one time I did it some years ago. I did that maths. I can't remember that particular figure, but it was less than 1,000 naira
per child.
Yes, that time I did it. That was some years ago. I just took a rough maths of number of children.
Say you have the answer. That's dead.
I did the rough maths. The rough maths of how many children. I use statistics from UN in terms of number of school children, and look at the allocation that they are that they are spending for secondary schools. Just divide that, you get a quick maths. But even the last mile delivery,
less than 1,000 naira.
So even now it's even worse. So the question is, if you go to a secondary school, can you get 1,000 naira education quality from those schools? Look at the GCSE or the SSC results per all those government schools. Look at the pass rate for maths and English. Michael, you go run. You will run. If you look at the pass rates for maths and English, SSC results, you that itself is a problem. So if those children now come back after 4 years cycle of election, how do you think they'll be productive? They can't be productive. So they've sown that seed. Now is not harvest time. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you so much, Adiola. You will have a good night too. So this is where we are going to draw the curtains tonight. And yeah, I wish I could add more. I was going to use a part of this chart to explain how to go by how to go on that Eventbrite and be part of the Yoruba Union Summit in Glasgow later this month. I'll try and do that tomorrow. I promise I'll fix it, and then just know that the moment we want to do it, if you really want to be part of it, that will be the time for you to kind of get on and buy your tickets. So thanks so much, all of you. Everyone in the temple tonight. We have done our bit today. Tomorrow is the 6th. Day 6. And we get to see that the police in Nigeria, the military in Nigeria should please make sure this is peaceful. Peaceful protesters are to be protected. Sponsored thugs and violence merchants should be arrested. By so doing, you are helping the people who can stand up to those you can't stand up to, your leaders or your guys. So thank you so much to everybody who went out there today, did your best, made your voice heard, and we also help amplify that for you. Tomorrow is another day. Enjoy the rest of the evening or the night, and you all have a good one. Good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari. sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wá. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó. Máyégún dáyàrí náà ibi nọ́mbà wá. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n ní ràn.